realms that we created for ourselves. If you understand what I'm saying, a lot of us thinking that by leaving the old life behind, you got to destroy your previous life. Keep going down that road of destruction, it's gonna lead you to destruction. Real talk. You know what I mean? We gotta start being mindful of our ways and our actions. Do a little assessment at the end of the day, if you will. You know, start being aware of our triggers. You know, start seeing what triggers us by being a word, a person, a place, or a thing. It's gonna trigger us. You know what I mean? This is a time where you're gonna be doing a lot of shadow work. You're gonna be start paying attention to the space that you're in. If you feel like you're alone, you're not alone. You know what I mean? We all fighting this fight. We all in this shit together. You know, we about to start going deeper into the realms and the worlds that we created. So quit thinking, forward thinking, if you understand what I'm saying. If you're not doing the work, you're not getting yourself right, you moving too fast, keep moving fast and watch what's gonna happen. If you already in a situation where you building and you have build, don't leave your situation to go into another situation that's already huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you want to get, buddy. Already. That's my nephew, man. I love that boy. You know what I mean? But back to what I'm saying. I already record live. This life. I ain't gonna give you nothing that's prescripted. But we need to start being mindful of our triggers. We are often start going down this realm and this road that we created for ourselves. You know what I mean? Don't move too hasty. Don't move too hasty. If you rushing something, you wasted something. So try not to rush. Don't rush too much. Take your time with whatever you gotta take your time with. Learn how to face your karma. I'm getting all these downloads sitting out here. You know what I mean? These stars bright, these planets conjuncting. You can literally sit out here and see that shit. Y'all just think it's a bright gleaming star, them planets, or something that's watching us. You know what I mean? But don't rush. This ain't the time to be rushing nothing. If you already in something that you created, if you already in your world, don't leave your world to go to somebody else's world, because you walking deeper into a realm that you created. Whether you know it or not, this is a message. And if you don't hear it, you just don't hear it. This for everybody with eyes to see it. You know what I mean? You start focusing on our health, our mental health, our physical health. We're going to be facing these days of loss coming up. You know what I mean? For my light bodies out there, April going to be a big month. Don't worry about what the next one doing. Don't worry about how the next one getting it. Because trust me, they getting it. And the people that you think the most happiest, they not the most happiest. You see? It's all illusions. They want you to think something so you can create a world of the opposite for yourself. That's just what the opposite does, guys. You start being aware of these negative entities, negative energy. They trying to turn each light body into a negative body. You know what I mean? So I don't know who this message is for, but if you trying to rush something, let's say for instance, you moving on with your life, right? And you moving fast, and all of a sudden you want to go live with the next person or whatever, because this is what I'm getting. You might want to slow that shit down, because you're moving deeper into a world that you created. You need to start seeing what you done, if it was right or if it was wrong, and start trying to correct that shit. If you're not correcting the problem, you're only making it worse for yourself. You get what I'm saying? So Start being mindful of our triggers. Whatever trigger us, we need to work on that. Sit with that shit. Deal with that shit. You know what I mean? And we just need to know everything gonna be all right. It's not on our time. It's on divine timing. You know, all these people that's doing all this negative shit that's getting their way right now, why you think they getting their way? It's funny, but why you think they're getting their way? You know what I mean? Because they submitted to the rulers of the world. They didn't tell that demon to get behind them. They let that demon get in front of them and hold their hand. You know what I mean? So be mindful of every road that you take from this point on, guys. Believe it or not, it matters me none. I got the downloads, and I'm just sending a message. You know, none of us are exempt. Even the messengers that get all these downloads, we're not exempt to none of this shit. It's worse on us if we don't learn from our own fucking shit. You know what I mean? So just start focusing. Don't worry about the next person. Don't worry about the next person. Worry about yourself. And I mean that on a selfless matter. You know what I mean? These tests gonna get crazy. And everybody that's here, if you ain't leave this earth yet, we all going deeper down the realms of reality that we created. So you make it a good one. You know what I mean? I love y'all to death. I love y'all from the heart. This is just one of those downloads. You know what I mean? I'm finna get through grounding, releasing, and getting it, if you understand what I'm saying. So start getting in tune. Yeah, these demonic forces out here, but I guarantee you these archangels out here too might be sitting right next to you, and you'll never know it. So let's just keep this faith train going. We walk on water, and that's that faith. You know what I mean? I love y'all, man. Be safe.